Kim Jong Un has always been known for dramatic displays, but his recent visit to Russia marked an unprecedented escalation in both scale and symbolism. Arriving under a $10 billion military escort, North Korea's leader presented not just a show of force but a geopolitical statement that stunned the Kremlin and captured the world's attention. This is a deep dive into the strategic, economic, and political implications of Kim's extraordinary visit, why the escort was deployed, what it means for Russia, and how it could reshape the balance of power in the region. 1. North Korea and Russia. Understanding the shock requires historical perspective. Russia and North Korea share a complex history stretching back to the Cold War. Initially allies under the Soviet sphere, the relationship has evolved through periods of estrangement and cautious engagement. Economic ties, energy assistance, and military exchanges have periodically strengthened the connection, but ideological and strategic priorities often diverge. By the 2010s, North Korea's nuclear ambitions and Russia's desire to counter Western influence created an opportunity for mutual signaling. Kim Jong Un, inheriting a regime defined by both secrecy and spectacle, has repeatedly leveraged international appearances to assert sovereignty and strength. Putin, meanwhile, seeks partners willing to challenge NATO and US dominance without destabilizing Moscow's broader strategic position. North Korea's history of military pageantry is also crucial context. From missile tests designed to intimidate neighbors to mass parades that showcase precision and discipline, the regime has long understood the political and psychological power of spectacle. For Russia, accustomed to its own displays of military might, this level of investment and choreography was unexpected and unprecedented. 2. The scale of the military escort. The $10 billion military escort accompanying Kim Jong Un's visit is unprecedented in modern diplomacy. Reports indicate it included armored trains and convoys moving in perfect synchronization across vast distances, supersonic jets and air defense coverage protecting the airspace above the route, mobile missile batteries and elite infantry units capable of rapid deployment, encrypted communications networks ensuring the security of the delegation in real time. Even seasoned Russian military officials were reportedly stunned at the scale. This was not just a protective measure, it was an unmistakable signal. North Korea is capable, bold, and willing to invest massive resources to project power. Analysts argue the operation represents both an internal propaganda victory for Pyongyang and an external demonstration of deterrence. The escort also featured redundancies uncommon in typical diplomatic security. Multiple decoy convoys, electronic countermeasures, and advanced reconnaissance systems ensured that Kim's exact location was difficult to track. This level of investment indicates a deliberate choice to demonstrate strategic sophistication, not simply to safeguard a leader. 3. Putin's private reaction inside the Kremlin. The arrival of Kim Jong Un under such a formidable escort reportedly caused surprise and a measure of concern. Sources suggest that while Putin is accustomed to grand displays, the scale of resources deployed by Pyongyang exceeded expectations. The implications were multifold: a display of loyalty and alignment, signaling North Korea's willingness to support Russia in international disputes. A subtle power negotiation, reminding Putin that North Korea controls leverage in ways that extend beyond diplomacy. Operational concerns. The logistics of hosting such a high-value, heavily secured entourage require coordination that challenges standard protocol. 4. Strategic implications. The visit and escort have far-reaching geopolitical consequences, signaling to the West. NATO and US intelligence interpret the display as both a warning and a demonstration of operational capability. Internal consolidation. For Kim Jong Un, showcasing military might abroad reinforces domestic legitimacy and regime stability. Economic dimensions. Funding a $10 billion security operation amid sanctions and economic pressure demonstrates both resilience and willingness to prioritize strategic symbolism over domestic needs. This type of showmanship recalibrates regional calculations. Countries in Asia and Europe now have to account for North Korea's ability to project power beyond its borders, and Russia must consider how to leverage this display while managing its own global strategy. Analysts also note that the spectacle could influence arms control negotiations and diplomatic engagement in Northeast Asia. 5. North Korea's military capabilities. In detail, North Korea's investment in military technology has always been opaque, but intelligence reports suggest significant advances. Ballistic missiles, ranging from short-range tactical systems to intercontinental ballistic missiles capable of reaching U.S. territory. Nuclear warheads. Estimates suggest North Korea has maintained a growing arsenal, with ongoing enrichment programs. Conventional forces, an enormous standing army, well-drilled infantry, and heavy artillery units capable of rapid mobilization. It also underscores Kim's personal involvement. Unlike many world leaders, he reportedly directed the coordination, timing, and composition of the escort himself, demonstrating his understanding of psychological warfare and deterrence. 6. The role of showmanship in Kim's leadership. Kim Jong Un's leadership style relies heavily on symbolism and spectacle. From military parades to missile tests, he consistently demonstrates strength to both domestic and international audiences. Additionally, this level of showmanship shapes perceptions of North Korea as technologically capable, disciplined, and willing to invest heavily in strategic messaging. It strengthens Kim's hand in diplomacy, where appearance and narrative often weigh as heavily as actual capability. 7. Russia's strategic calculations and response. For Russia, the visit presented both opportunity and complexity. On one hand, Kim's display of power signaled alignment and potential cooperation in areas like arms, energy, and trade. On the other, the scale of North Korea's security apparatus demonstrated capabilities that Moscow must respect and accommodate. 8. Global reactions and implications for NATO. The international community watched closely. NATO and US officials reportedly conducted rapid analyses, assessing the security, logistics, and symbolic weight of Kim's escort. The reaction was a mixture of alarm and strategic calculation. Alarm: the resources demonstrated North Korea's operational sophistication and capacity to coordinate high-level military deployments. Strategic calculation: the visit suggested that North Korea and Russia may pursue closer cooperation, potentially affecting sanctions enforcement, arms negotiations, and regional deterrence strategies. 9. Long-term consequences for Asia-Pacific security. The visit and its military escort have lasting implications for regional security. Increased deterrence: neighboring countries may perceive heightened risk, prompting investment in defensive technologies. Alliance dynamics: the demonstration could encourage stronger US-South Korea-Japan coordination, while testing Russia's influence in Asia. Negotiation leverage: Kim may leverage this display in future talks to seek concessions or sanctions relief. 10. The future of North Korea-Russia relations. Kim Jong Un's $10 billion military escort was more than a protective measure. It was a carefully calculated geopolitical statement. It revealed North Korea's capacity for operational sophistication, strategic signaling, and showmanship on a global scale. For Putin and Moscow, it highlighted both opportunity and challenge in managing a partner that can assert influence independently. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more in-depth explorations of global events and geopolitical strategy. Thanks for watching.